So Claire, we'll just go quickly over your story. Tell me about when this is. You've had a little bit of a journey now. When was this that you were? And back up from this actually. Like your situation is, you're a mum, two young boys, and you're a midwife.
Yeah, very busy.
Yes, very tired. Yeah. Tell me about that situation, sort of like maybe a year prior to this.
So I did have a townhouse in Rotorua, and I knew that I wanted to bring the market up here, bring it to the market up here. So I sold that. So I had some cash, and I went looking with the help of Jason. But I'd looked and it was just hopeless. I couldn't find anything.
What was the
wanted.
market like at that time as well?
Oh, it was pretty high, and so everyone would always outbid me if I went to any things, and the market kept going up, So it was pretty hopeless. And then I chatted to Jason, and he expanded my view of it and said, "What about Point Chef?" And I said, "Sure." And quite quickly, we found this place here. It's funny looking at that.
And so, yeah, tell me a little bit about what you found and why it was of interest to you. Were you looking for a home or an investment?
I was looking for a home, and I really wanted to be in Westmere, which is quite expensive because I liked the school there for the kids. But we were able to, Point Chef, still go to that school because they were already there. And so that was a big thing that I wanted, and I was able to get. And so this really fell within, affordable, and it had everything that I wanted to. It was 2-bedroom, easy to make it into a 3-bedroom, and it was a subdivided section, and so it was all pretty good.
Okay, so it was a 2-bedroom, 1.2 mil. So it was actually in pretty good nick, wasn't it?
Oh yeah, you could have just lived in it for sure.
Yeah. And back here, that's a kitchen?
That was the kitchen there, and the dining room. The kitchen was quite large, so it ran all the way back there.
Okay.
And,
and that's after, so...
Yes, James very nicely.
Yeah.
We put the kitchen in that corner, and then there's a little bit further over, there's a wall there that became an extra bedroom, so the kitchen became a bedroom.
So through there is a bedroom now,
yeah,
instead of the kitchen.
So
okay.
we came through.
Okay.
So
that was before.
Yeah. And this is
that's
so
the
a smaller
new kitchen.
But
Yeah.
it suited the house. You don't have to have a huge kitchen, so that's.
It's almost as though James has quite good taste. Yeah.
Okay.
Interesting. Yeah. Okay, and so that's the bedroom.
The master bedroom. Yep. And James came through and made it like the same as I can't remember the name. Made it nice.
Yes.
So,
yeah. With a lovely wardrobe there and okay.
And everything. And the bathroom. I mean, it was fine, but we did it up and made it nice. So
lovely.
It was good.
Yeah.
And that was.
Was this schedule 2 in the end? Did you need consent?
Still schedule
No,
1.
it's on
Yes.
1.
Wow.
So it took, I don't know, can't remember, maybe 6 weeks too.
That's
Can't
6
remember
weeks.
that.
6 weeks, yeah.
And it made it nice. So that was the old, and then in with the new.
Okay. And so the numbers. So how did you do on this in the end?
Oh, I did really well. I went in thinking we were going to pay 1.5, and we came out paying 1.2. So it was a little under 100 for the renovations, and I had 200 in my bank.
Yeah.
But I still wanted to be near the school.
Yes. So you started. Was your thinking starting to shift because you sort of joined the group to get some help because you hated bidding at auction, and you were and how did a penny drop at any particular moment about investing?
Yeah, but I think that they gave me help. The group gave me help, and going to the auction with Jason, I remember him saying, "When I look at you, just nod. Just go no like that." I just remember, like my heart was anything but then. So the help at going to auctions was just phenomenal. I thought it would go for 1.5, and look, so that was really good. And then it's
so
a
you
great group, and then you have like James and there's other renovators that can help.
Yeah. And so how did you move into it? Did you live in it?
Yeah, we moved in, and that worked for us, and it was really nice. The kids had a room. I have an au pair, shared a room, and I had a room, and it was really lovely. We loved living there, but I still wanted to go.
Yeah. Did any of the appliances that James put in, did they break?
No.
Oh, okay.
I'd let you know, but no, we were all fine.
All right. So and then, so that was that was some of the numbers, but you wound up selling it, didn't you?
You know, I know that selling's not quite the thing that we do here, but this was sell and buy pretty quickly, and yeah.
And that was you making a step, because it's important for your own home that you get what you want.
Yeah.
And so what did you want? Why was this not right?
I wanted it near the school. I wanted the kids to walk to school, and that was really important. And so yeah, we wanted to go to Westmere, which was the crazy expensive suburb. But yeah, we looked.
All right, so you sold.
That's us when we moved into Point Share.
Yeah. And so you gave James some champagne and some chocolate.
Yeah, we're on. We presented it.
Okay.
Nice greenhouse.
All right. So now this was written up in the paper, actually, wasn't it? It made the papers. Yeah.
So this came to light, and it was a 3-bedroom house in Westmere, and it was pretty run down inside, and it was north facing, which is the place you want to be, and it had a big backyard, so it had all the extras that I dreamt of.
Yes.
But this was pre, and yeah, I mean, it probably wasn't livable. The kitchen, you know, the bathroom, James, it was pretty bad, wasn't it? So yeah, but that was
big
that
yard,
didn't worry
though,
me.
right? Big yard.
Yeah, there is a big yard. Still is a big yard at the moment.
So was this the worst house on the best street?
Oh,
Yeah.
yes.
Yes.
By far.
So
Okay.
I'd found it. Yay. So,
all right. And so tell us about the auction. What happened?
Well, Jason.
Was it on site? Was it
on site?
Yeah.
Yeah, and Jason was actually on the phone, and somebody was there doing my bidding. But I stayed quite a way away, and then we got it for a crazy price. 1897.
What was the opening bid?
I think Jason came in at 100. 1 million, didn't you? And they just looked at him like, don't be stupid. Or they looked at well, not me, because I was actually up the road, but they looked at Ben was there, and and he didn't want to say it. Remember, he didn't want to say it. He said, say it. I said, I can't. But anyway, he put it 1 million, and they said no.
Yeah. Because I remember there was a guy there that thought that 1.8 million should be the opening bid.
Yeah, that's right. So
Yeah.
I was told by somebody that you won't get that under 2.
Yeah.
And I knew, okay.
Okay, so
Just to add to the auction, the challenge with this auction was we were working with an outside agent, and I said to Claire, I said, look, for this auction, it would probably be best that you weren't there, because this agent will try and extract more and more money, so let's do this on the phone. So I remember saying to you, don't go to the auction. And when I called you, I could hear these footsteps. It's like, Claire's going to the auction. So I just said to her, say, no worries, you go and stand up the road, and we'll just bid through the agent, which is what we did.
I mean, the best part though, when I got it, I screamed, and everyone looked up the road. I had no idea.
that's the opening.
Yeah.
Okay, so fantastic. So so you still own this property?
I do. So I'm now got the mortgage, the big mortgage and everything, but James very nicely did this up and made it livable for us. And my hope now, and I've been talking to Jason, who's been amazing, is to make that the best home I can. You can see there's a ton of section out the back, and we play around with ideas, but I think we're at minor dwelling and make it, you know, maybe 1920s, a bit more, so make it that amazing house, and then, you know, keep it for probably till the kids leave home, and then I'll sell it, and that'll be, you know, and downsize, and that will be money that I have, that I can use.
Have you got a budget in mind for the minor dwelling? Is that something you're going to act on soon?
Look, I don't have a budget in mind. I'm looking. I've been to quite a few houses that are selling in the area to get a feel of what people have done, what can happen, and there's been a few minor dwellings there that I've seen. So I've got a few ideas now, and when the bank decide they want to help me, I'll be in.
Cool.
But yeah, it was pretty cool. So
That's
went
awesome.
from that $400,000 rural property to
Yeah.
with the help of these guys, because I had probably 2 years of I don't even know why I went to auctions. It's just so depressing.
Mm. They're scary, and it's horrible to keep missing out, especially when you do a lot of due diligence on a place.
But anyway,
Yeah.
in the end, we got there. So it's
Cool.
really cool.
Well, well done.
Thanks.
Well done, Claire.
The interesting thing about this type of deal is you can see what the numbers look like as well. You know, without the work that we're going to be doing in future in terms of looking at a minor dwelling or perhaps even extending the property, you can see we bought this particular property really, really well. I think at the time, the value, the E value was 2.6, so that's the bank value. The CV I think was 2.9 on the property. So we actually really didn't have any right buying this type of property, but it shows you what happens when you just turn up on the day, and with some strategy, you just never know what happens. You know, there's something we always encourage investors to do, is that just show up and just see what happens. And if you miss out, you miss out. That's okay. At least you tried. But what you'll have is you'll have a much better perspective of the market. You'll know that, okay, what I thought I could buy it for and what the market sold it for, there's a gap. And that's why being in the market is so, so important. I mean, it's great we had Relab and those fancy tools and all that. Like, they're wonderful. But don't mistake that from actually getting out and going to properties, seeing properties, going to auctions, putting on offers, because that data only gets you so far. You've got to take action. I think that's why Renovations has always been so successful, is because your coach is always dragging you out saying, let's go and have a look. Let's go to the auction, let's put an offer and let's try. You know? And you saw some great examples of that this evening with a lot of the purchases that were made. You know, like Ben's purchase, he just tried. He didn't have any right of buying that property at the price that he did, but because he put an offer in, it just happened, you know. So that's awesome. So well done to Claire. I'm really, really excited to see what her next steps are from here. You know, there's no rush, because we know, look, you know, we're looking at a longer term view of things, and we want to set Claire up in a position when, you know, the kids no longer need to go to that school, that now Claire's got some options of, okay, right, how do I now, you know, retire with a big wad of money for me to go and enjoy with. Yeah? So, well done, Claire. It's been a pleasure.